That's not bad. But yeah, aside from work, not much has been going on here. It's been pretty quiet around here. Just hanging out with the kids. Watched a couple movies this weekend, and I watched that new Adam Sandler movie, Hubie Halloween.
I started that. You watched the whole thing?
It is stupid.
It is stupid, but I laughed. I mean, like, I don't know.
I just couldn't get into it that much. I mean, I watched it once. It was all right. The best part is all the shirts that his mother wore.
Oh, my God, dude. Yes.
My favorite, I think my favorite one of hers said, Muffs died in school.
Oh.
I
just love the I love your explanation of boner. And, like, I think it's just a mistake. You know, like I did a boner in math. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
But that is the old definition of it. That's what it originally was.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
A boner was a mistake.
Anyways.
So she was technically right.
Son of a bitch.
It is an old definition for it.
Who knew math is what caused our boner problems?
Well, I mean, I had the hot English teacher. I don't know about you guys. I didn't have
yeah.
I didn't have any hot teachers.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you kidding me?
Like, he's kind of shrugging his head up there a little bit. He's like, eh.
Sophomore year, hopper teacher just played in my head. Oh, God.
Oh, man. 7th grade, dude. Miss Jackson. Anyway, sorry, Chad.
I don't know, but I graduated with TJ's mom, so there's that.
Yo, dude, thank you for that, by the way, dude, because Chad threw me that shit like what a couple weeks ago, I think. So I finally got to drop it. I was like, don't say anything, dude. And
I love fuck you, Chad comments. They're my favorite.
Thanks, Sammy. Love you too, buddy.
No, that shit was good, dude.
That was like I said, I really didn't, talk to her, interact with her all that much in high school. So no, Bobby, I wasn't her daddy. Okay, TJ's
daddy.
I'm just saying, dude, she was a babe.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Which that means that's why the TJ's a babe.
I mean, yeah. Listen. I compliment TJ on his handsomeness all the time. I think he could admit to that.
Thank you. Thank you. He does.
And it's not just that sexy beard,
right?
But it does help.
Yes. Without it, I look 8.
It gives you something to grab onto. Just
there we go.
It is very well maintained too.
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes.
I put a lot of effort into it.
So, what do you guys think of that Friday the 13th box set?
I love it.
I feel bad for anybody that got like fuck ups in it.
Everybody got it. Every set is
every single set is fucked up.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
No shit.
Brody.
I still love it though.
I mean, dude, the artwork and everything is a fucking primo, dude, and I love.
I still think you're getting it for a steal of a price too.
Oh fuck yeah! Come on, you're
Less
getting
than $10 a disc.
more than
You can't go
12
wrong.
discs.
Yeah.
What do we think about that? Well, we were talking about it earlier, but that unedited part 2 footage.
Oh,
I think it turned out really good. Considering how they had to source it out.
I hope they actually like add that shit in at a later date.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Because they didn't do it in the movie in itself, right? It's just the bonus.
Yeah, it's just a bonus.
Okay.
Chad and I talked about that. I would love to see the restoration process that goes behind scanning a VHS tape.
Oh, definitely.
Right?
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
That'd make a great extra.
Give us that extra Blu-ray of that. You know what I mean? Like just that part.
Some Vinegar Syndrome has the process on there.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's either Vinegar Syndrome or Arrow actually shows the process of the film being scanned and stuff.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like film preservation.
That does sound like it's something more. I could definitely see Arrows putting that on there.
Yeah, I could see that.
Well, my thoughts on the box set, plain and simple, is you had one job, God left you unfinished, and thank God we're getting replacement discs.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. It looks pretty, Bobby. It can look as pretty as you want, but once you get deep down inside of it, it's not finished.
I still love it. I accept it for its flaws, just like I want to be.
Oh, it's beautiful. But like I said, once you get real deep in there, she's an ugly bitch and she's broken.
Not really. It's just a couple minor flaws. What missing sound in one scene of Jason X and missing the wrist snap in the uncut Jason Goes to Hell. I don't give two shits about the 3D.
I think James Burlew and I would have a different conversation with you on that. I think that for one, I think the sleeping bag sound effect is crucial. And I think that whenever you promise and advertise a true unrated cut of Jason Goes to Hell, you deliver on that. That's all.
But they're replacing it, so it's no big deal.
This should have been done from the beginning. It's one of the things advertised.
Accidents happen. Accidents happen. Somebody just uploaded the wrong thing.
I'm hoping, you know what? And maybe they'll add something to it to extra sweeten the pot, too. You never know. I mean, maybe they'll give you an extra DVD of something.
Yeah, Sean Cunningham in a dunk tank. Continuing.
That's fine. Let me just ask, where and when? And I'll sign up.
Exactly. Where are we on the Slice of Life segment?
So we're still on Chadwick.
I think we can move on to Bobby now, buddy.
Okay.
Oh.
Bobby.
Oh, that's me. My weekend was pretty... My weekend was...
By the way, before you start, Bobby, I'd like to tell everybody that before we started the episode, Bobby was not wearing pants.
He still might not be. That's true. I mean, we don't know.
No, he has pants.
Oh, damn it.
Why?
TJ got to see him putting them on.
Yes, they were nice.
Continue, Bobby. Bobby's taking it in for a second. He's like, fuck you all.
Anyway.
Love you, buddy. The neck veins just pulsing right now.
As you can see, now everybody out there knows that my pants issues, of course, for the rest of my life. My weekend was pretty chill. It was just hanging out with my girlfriend and then watching football yesterday. Not too much horror happening. The only thing, actually, more recently, actually about 2 months ago, but I never showed it. I have the Jaws board game.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I just cracked it open today just to take a look at it. It's actually pretty fucking cool. It's got 2 stages you have to do on Amity Island, and then you have to do on the Orca. It's pretty cool how you can go through the whole game and actually play it with, and it, you know, depending on the outcome, it's pretty cool. So that was one horror thing that I've had for a while. I just haven't advertised it. But other than that, it was just a simple weekend, really. Haven't been doing much else this weekend. So this week, pick everything back up and go from there as far as cosplay stuff and everything. And then Halloween's coming up, and me and my girlfriend, we're doing Strangers.
Ooh.
So I'm happy about that because we don't see that very much. So that's going to be fun.
You're giving each other strangers. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, I'm already
both sit on each other's left hands, unless you're a lefty, then you're right.
I'm ambidextrous.
Ooh.
So you got to sit on both hands before they go numb.
Yes, I did.
Again, I don't have to sit on any hands.
That's true.
I don't have to, but we're not having...
DJ uses his feet.
The old half stranger.
Oh, I didn't know you were that flexible. But
I'll show you sometime, Bobby.
Anyway, same
That's
shit
my
today, really. So life's pretty good right now. DJ, what about you?
Well, once I take you off solo there. So, as I say every week, podcasts here, podcasts there, podcasts everywhere. Saturday, I attended a wedding of Miss Carly McVeigh and Luke McVeigh over in Shippenville, Pennsylvania. Beautiful wedding. Shout out and congratulations to you guys. Hung out with the family a little bit. Sunday, watched Night School with Sarah, my girlfriend. Absolutely love the film. She didn't mind.
Let me interrupt you. Fiance now.
Fiance.
Yeah, that's a you
get your ass for that one.
Gotta get used to that, buddy.
Listen, this is why you have your buddies watching out for you, man.
Hell yeah.
Because I heard an argument later from here going,
dude, Chad and I heard this break so hard, dude.
And remember, she's a ginger. You do not want to piss her off.
I got my box set in. It's unfinished, as everyone else's is. I got a couple of new Blu-rays. I got Nicolas Cage's Primal, and then I got... what's that other one? Oh, 47 meters uncaged. Both films. Love. Got little slip covers on them. $5 each. Can't beat it. You can't beat it. That Jonas Roberts guy who did Strangers Pray at Night, and then he also did the other 47 meters. He's doing the new Resident Evil reboot. We talked about that on the last episode of Wake and Bake.
Oh,
nice. Fucking A, dude. Can't wait.
Yeah. But yeah, just kind of hung out with the family, rearranged some of the studio here. Got Scarecrow from Batman Begins up on the mannequin now. Got my Book of the Dead finally displayed properly. Got my fucking blazer on, looking fly as a motherfucker for you guys because it's Night School, baby, and we're going to review it right about meow. So on with this episode today. 1981's Night School, directed by Kevin Hughes, who also did Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, written by Ruth Avergan, produced by Ruth Avergan and Larry Babb, starring Rachel Ward as Eleanor Adeshaj, or whatever the fuck that is. She also was in The Final Tear, have that movie, pretty decent, and The Thornbirds. Leonard Mann as Lieutenant Judd Austin, also from Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, and Flowers in the Attic. Drew Snyder is Vincent Millett in Stephen King's... stuttering. I sound like Joe Biden now. Firestarter Commando. Joseph Sakari as Taj. Nicholas Carius as Gus. Karen McDonald as Carol. Annette Miller as Helene Griffin. Bill Cann as Gary. Margot Skinner as Steve E. Cabot. Kevin Finesse as Harry. Elizabeth Barnett as Kim Morrison. Holly Hardman as Kathy. And Med Bowden as Ann Barron. Music by Fred Fidel, who also did the music for Just Before Dawn, The Waterfall Classic, The Terminator, and Fright Night. Cinematography by Mark Irwin, who did The Fly, The Blob, and Scream.
And he did a lot of other Cronenberg's films, too.
Oh.
He did Videodrome, Shivers, and a couple others, I think.
Shivers. Edited by Robert Ritano. Distributed by Paramount Pictures. Released September 11th, 1981. Runtime of 88 minutes. Budget 1.2 million. Grossed 1.6 million.
Whew. It went up a few points.
Yeah, they barely broke even. This was back where you had to spend twice your budget to advertise. But gentlemen, let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
This is the original trailer. There's version.
Oh shit.
This is on the Blu-ray.
When darkness descends on the city, something happens to the girls who attend night school.
You're not walking home alone tonight, are you? After what happened? We'll be all right.
I like to call this movie Red Herring.
Yeah, definitely had Red Herring.
Something.
The alternate title for this movie is called Terrorize, though.
Terrorize?
Yes.
Modern man has only to take a short step to wind up.
Do not get it mixed up with the Kevin Hart Not Classic.
Which almost happened with John.
Forbidding.
Fuck that shot.
Well, we've had a few kooks in Boston.
You know, that lady had like the longest spiral staircase I've ever seen.
Something terrifying.
That music hits.
Who's there?
The headhunter comes.
Dude, that poor waitress, man.
Yes, seriously.
This is such a Jala homage film. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hold on, I'll be right back. He's getting raided over there. You guys can't see.
Jump scare.
What the fucking kid?
Right?
You have all those chairs and you hit them once.
Thank you. Thank you. And he's so mad. So many things there for weapons.
Love this scene. Love it.
Prepare
my
for
God.
a lesson in terror.
Sorry, my daughter let the dog into my room.
Away the peanut butter. Night school. Yeah, I think I like the title of that better than what was it? Terrorizer, you said?
Terror
Eyes. Two words, Terror Eyes.
Yeah,
Terror Eyes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like that at all.
As I was going on and watching, I was reading some of that stuff on the box set.
So if you don't mind, I'd like reading this one, boys, since it's my pick.
Oh, yeah.
Be our guest.
By all means.
Okay, so they work by day, take a full schedule of classes all night, and somehow find time for study and an occasional date. Women in the evening curriculum at Boston's distinguished Wendell College do a lot of get ahead in life, but there's someone who will go to even greater lengths, someone who would do anything to get ahead. A killer whose MO is the ritualistic decapitation of victims makes terror a required course at night school. Directed by Kenneth Hughes and starring Rachel Ward in her screen debut, Leonard Mann plays the homicide lieutenant, Red Herring, assigned to the puzzling case. He has hunches, no clues, suspects, not evidence, and a rising body count. Finals are coming early this year at Wendell, and for those who don't make the grade, heads will roll. It is fantastic. We'll discuss it right now. Like I said earlier, it is a true homage to the Giallo films of the 70s, the Italian films that led up to the, let's say, the American slasher genre. I would like to say, and my opinion, the pivotal moment would be 1976's Strip Nude for Your Killer, transitioning into Halloween 1978. But I'd really say that most of the tropes that you see in Halloween 78 come from 76's Strip Nude for Your Killer. You can argue with me about that, but whatever. And if you want to say what the first slasher film is, it's Herschel Gordon Lewis's Blood Feast, or some could say Black Christmas. But either way, we appreciate the Giallo films, and this film is a good homage to all of those films that came before it. This came out in 1981, which would be considered the golden age of slasher films, and it's definitely shows. It's not packed full of tropes, and it kind of sets the standard for all the films that come after it. It's professionally shot and shot, I mean, exceptionally well. There's some very standout shots throughout this film.
Oh,
I'd say the acting's on point. You don't get a lot of kills.
That's what I said. You know, during I was sitting there watching yesterday, and I was telling you, TJ, like this is shot amazingly well.
It is, from the very first opening scene till the very last. It's
absolutely,
and the kills are done effectively. They're not on-screen kills; they're all off-screen kills with gore sprinkled throughout. And the post scenes, the Headhunter's a super good killer, in my opinion. Again, that is a reference to 4 other films that came before it, if not more, that featured a motorcycle killer that turned out to be. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but that we'll talk about it later.
Right.
But in those films, the killer was in the same vein as what we saw there, and the motivation was very similar. So I actually forgot who the killer was until about 30 minutes into the second watch through here. And then it hit me, and I was like, oh my God, I remember why I love this film. And then I have one question before I stop talking about my thoughts on this. Is the main lieutenant a psychology major?
I believe he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the one that they always pick on from being Harvard?
Is he this movie's Will Graham?
I don't know.
That's a toss-up.
I don't know if I can. From what? I'm like blinking right now.
Like compared to Red Dragon and Silence of the Red Dragon and that Will Graham, kind of similar to him. He's a psychologist working with the FBI, and he's kind of like trying to figure out who this guy is. And but the difference is he's an actual cop first, and then he's a scholar after that. And I think that those tones, those scholar tones, carry out throughout the entire film. And I think that you guys will talk about that and ask questions. But I think a lot of the weirdness can be attested to the scholarly tone of this.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You just mentioned Will Graham, and wasn't the actor that played him in the last movie we just watched?
Yes.
Yeah, the CSI guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. He played him in Manhunter by what the fuck's his name?
I don't know.
I never saw Manhunter.
Is it Michael Mann? That sound right?
That sounds.
Never
right.
saw that one, but
don't quote me if it's right or wrong.
Either way, moving on. What'd you guys think?
Well, this was my first watch, so I've never personally heard this one till now, but I enjoyed it. It was, I could see where you're talking about the giallo, like not even just the blood, but like I said, just the way just the way it was shot. I like the premise. It was. I feel like I'm trying to think around like without spoiling it. But personally, like I felt like you kind of figure out who the killer is kind of early, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't take anything away because you're still just like waiting. And holy shit, dude, can I just say kudos for the longest fucking scene of potentially the game? Where is the hat? Where is
my God,
hiding the fucking head? Because holy shit. I'm just like, dude, I guarantee the rest of you were too. You're just like, and obviously they shot it like that.
Too, because you really don't know where it's at.
No, because like the third fucking time and he drops the melons out of the box, you're like, all right, I give up. Where the fuck is this goddamn fucking head, dude? Like, come the fuck. You're throwing things literally just head shaped at me now. And now I'm just getting pissed because I'm like, all right, we went through 5 different fucking boxes and we still haven't gotten a head yet. And it's like, holy shit, dude. I loved it though.
That was fantastic. That was a fantastic scene.
Clog the sink with it.
And not only that, but just the lead up of those two asshole dudes that are just like, "Yo, man, go get us food. We're hungry." It's like, fuck off. We just opened. Like
the humor in this was on point.
Yeah, dude. Like I love that.
Since you mentioned those two dudes, that reminds me, they did the classic stereotypical scene when they use fucking construction workers in any restaurant. They're sitting there with their fucking hard hats on, and then they take them off to order. I'm pretty sure they do not leave the site wearing their hard hats.
Probably not. I don't think so.
Most times they leave them on the construction site.
I would guess, just in case, like you don't leave it wherever you take it. You know what I mean? Like
that just irritated me. Like, oh my god, are they really doing this? But yeah, I mean, this was such a very well shot movie. Sorry, John, continue on.
No, it is, man. Like, and it's like TJ mentioned, red herring. They give you a couple good ones, and we go with I hope this doesn't spoil too much, but we even get some of that. This was before it got kind of like nice.
The spoiler alert alarm this time. I don't want to do it. I mean,
what's the spoiler alert alarm?
I don't know. You just scream it really loud.
Spoiler!
Okay, there we go.
We get some weird early '80s lesbian shit, and it's not like
we do.
It's not like where they try to make it like erotic by any means.
Here's the thing: is this sets the precedence for so many Pornhub categories? Okay. No.
Oh yes.
This is okay. This is a school. This is an all-girls school. This is the principal of an all-girls school. This is a lesbian scene. This is redhead action. This is MILF action. Okay. This is Pornhub categories 101.
You forgot one important one.
What?
First time lesbian.
Oh my God.
Wait. And cucking. Kind of cucking because the guy's watching.
Actually, yes. He is right. He is right.
So not only that, but you could go just extend that scene.
I want to go back to that for just 1 second because I had it written down in my notes because I saw this and it's hilarious. Before I watched the movie, I went into the Internet Movie Database and got on the Parents Guide because I wanted to see what I was getting into. And under the Parents Guide, they wrote mild lesbianism.
Yes!
I swear to God, go look it up. I saw that. I'm like, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
And it wasn't even like where they try to like, you know what I mean? It was just weird. Like
it didn't hit Sarah until she saw them in the bed together.
Really?
Oh my God!
The whole like wiping
that whole
face
scene like way before
like,
that was so obvious.
Oh
no,
yeah,
you know when
she was like, "You should spend the night at my house."
Yeah, she's even touching and caressing her face. You know how could that have been any surprise at all?
Like they're getting it on later, like.
But just the awkward look on that girl's face. She's like, "Are you okay with this?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "No, she's not. No, she's not." I'm like, "This is weird." And,
somebody
did
did she consent to this? I don't know.
Bobby, do you have any thoughts on it before we give some people a call?
Like you said before, it is a beautifully shot film, and I love some of the kills. I mean, I won't say my favorite scene. We already talked about it, but obviously, given the reasons why it's my favorite scene is pretty obvious. But for myself personally, I wasn't wholly enveloped into the film. It is a good film. I'm not docking. I just wasn't wholly enveloped into it. So, but I will say the shots and the way it was shot was certainly wonderful. And it was original, too, for its time because it was different. Most of the time, if you think about the very early 80s, half the time the kills were shown, like, all the time with very little off-screen. This one's completely off-screen. Like, everything is off-screen, which is actually
you only see the aftermath,
that it got away with that, especially in the 80s. That's a tough thing to pull, even in 1981. Because everything at that point was,
like I said, this is golden age slasher. They were showing all the stuff. I mean, you look at this compared to 1980s Friday the 13th compared to Gore and on-screen kills. And then you also got to think this is a Warner Brothers production. What did the MPAA control here, and what actually was shown? I'd love to talk to somebody who made this and see if there was actual on-screen deaths. Or if Warner Brothers got a hold of it.
I haven't seen anything that says that there was. Everything seems to be, they left everything off screen, kind of implied, like in Halloween or Texas Chainsaw Massacre, where it's what you don't see that's scarier.
Yeah, now that's where they kind of go away from the giallo aspect on it because there's some pretty heavy gore and mutilation stuff in giallo films.
Oh,
especially Argento and Bava stuff. It gets pretty bad.
Well, that's what I like about this, though, is because the violence and everything is implied. This is something I could sit and watch with my wife, and she's not going to have nightmares from. She'll sit there and watch this. This is This is like Criminal Minds kind of stuff that where it's more suspenseful and it's almost like a cop drama.
Yes, it's
very fair.
Except that twist.
I wouldn't even call it a twist because I figured it out way ahead of time.
Yeah,
that's true.
So before I do fan calls, you guys want to talk about sponsors real quick?
Yeah, let's do this.
Absolutely.
Do it.
And before we do that, shout out to everybody in the comments right now.
We're not ignoring you. We're just involved.
We just haven't seen each other in so long.
Can we hear this?
Oh yeah.
Hello there, creepy ghouls. Do you like spooky things and horror movies? Cabin 13 has the stuff for you. Check out their selection of horror-themed props, bins, busts, action figures, collectibles, and more. You can find them on Facebook and Instagram. Be sure to visit cabin13.com and buy something, or I'll kill you! Marcio Charlie's Horror Costume Studios. Premium hand-sculpted latex masks, butts, and hoods. Everything is handmade and painted by Marcio himself. Be sure to check out his wide range and selection of products over at Facebook and Instagram at Horror Costume Studios. Hey, you out there. Hey, listener. Take a look at yourself. Want to know why you look like shit? Because you aren't wearing Dewback merch. Take your ugly ass over to dewbackdiscussion.net and click on the merch tab. Pick up some hot fucking swag, then you can become a sexual Tyrannosaurus, just like us. Graveyard Classics. Horror-themed tees and posters, professional in-house screen printing, and Jaclay prints. Powered by Death Style Art and Graphics. Go see what you can dig up over at graveyardclassics.net.
Come on down to Mask by Lance, premium Friday the 13th custom-made hockey mask down there in Tennessee by Lance McKinney. Find him on Facebook and Instagram over at Mask by Lance. Go order one now, boy. So one of our news show sponsors sent me a little thing here.
Oh, a little thing?
A little thing.
Little thing.
Do the thing, Julie.
So I got this awesome sponsor called Anthony Schmidt. He runs an Etsy account. Tyler Robofuck hooked him up with me by the name of Weapon Creations, and he sent me this monster machete.
This was the one that we were talking about at Wicked Bake, right?
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Look at that, baby.
You talking 09 remake here?
Holy shit, dude.
That thing's fucking huge.
It should be like what, 34? It's like a 34-inch fucking machete, dude.
Yeah,
ridiculous. How's the weight on it, buddy?
I can hold it with my carpal tunnel hands. So,
but I mean, is it solid steel?
Oh yeah, it's heavy as fuck. You could like knock somebody out with this.
So let me ask you this, only because I understand with mine. Did you go fucking like hack the shit out of some cardboard boxes or anything with it?
Yeah, it's completely like blunted. There's no edge.
It doesn't matter, dude. That thing is solid steel. That shit'll still go fucking through cardboard.
It will still do damage.
Oh yeah, man. Go out and have some fun with that shit. Go out and kick some little trees down, man.
So I want to personally thank Adam Schmidt. I want to plug his Instagram. That's weapon.creations. And that's over Etsy at Weapon Creations. Search him up. Look at his stuff. Highly recommend. Commercial coming soon. Going to the ad block. Thank you, man, for this awesome piece. We'll be showing it on future episodes, taking pictures, and all sorts of stuff. Thank you for joining our family. It's appreciated, and I can't wait to build this brand with you.
Yes, welcome. And
dude,
TJ,
it looks fucking awesome.
Can you send a link to his site in the group chat? Because I want to check out some of that stuff.
Yes, absolutely. He sells knives as well, and I'm going to try to get him to do Halloween 4 and 5 knives. So,
sweet. So, and we could also drop that in obviously the Gore More discussion page too.
Drop it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's call one person, and then we will get on with the review.
Oh. Would anybody like some Pez?
I would love some Pez.
Oh, hi, hi.
Oh, Barota came my double.
There's a boy.
What the fuck?
Not much, motherfucker. Just watching and listening in on the show. How y'all doing up there?
We're doing
wonderful.
Yeah. So I got a question for you. 1981's Night School. I guess you read up on it, watched a couple of clips. What do you feel about it, brother?
Well, yeah, as you said, I couldn't find the film anywhere. But after listening to you guys just talk about it, probably would have had a better chance looking it up on Pornhub.
Was it on there?
But, the few clips and trailer and all that I watched, I can appreciate the film and its overall tone. Now, the killer design, like, it's simple, but to me, somewhat effective. Like it,
yes.
Like probably because I haven't really seen it done before, other than the Wraith.
Right, that's what I was thinking too.
Really, like it was done well. It's definitely a movie I'd probably watch, and hopefully I get to see one day. But now I got to mention the classic spinning carousel scene. Like it was executed extremely well, and to be intense and creative. Other than that, I'm really keen to hear the rest of you guys talk about it and break it down. But yeah, I'll try and search for it and find it somehow. And yeah,
good luck, buddy.
Yeah, good luck.
Gotta be there somewhere, I'm sure.
So I'm gonna call. So much. Well, I'm gonna call you next week, and I want your opinion on it. So you try to find it over the next week, okay?
Yeah, that'll be my mission. I'd just like to know how Chad found it.
Well, we can't talk about that on the show, but I'm sure Chad can upload it to some sort of sharing service, and we can get it to you.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Well, Brody,
my lips are sealed.
Well, Brody, until next week, brother.
Too easy, my brother from another mother. Yeah. Catch you guys later.
Bye-bye.
See you later, buddy. Thank you.
I'm going to bring Steve on real quick for some promo for this Friday's episode of Somewhat Supernatural.
Oh, awesome.
Hell yeah, dude.
Do it.
You got his little promo thing? You can throw that on there too, probably. Ooh, we could.
I like that idea.
What up, motherfuckers?
Scuba Steve Vasquez!
Up, buddy.
So, this Friday, 7 o'clock, what's happening?
Oh, it's going to be sexy time with Scuba Steve again, and we're going to talk about Mothman this time.
Oh,
yes. Everybody knows who the Mothman is, and so I figured we'd go with something that everybody can participate with, So that's what we're doing this Friday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
I'll try to find the video that you uploaded to Facebook, and I'll see if I can put it at the end of the episode for you, man.
Awesome. Sounds good, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, talk to you next week. See you, brother.
Yes, sir. Later, man.
Right on.
Okay, guys, let's get on with this week's episode and this week's review. I didn't turn the wrong one off, right? We're good?
What? No, you're good.
Oh, yeah.
Just got to check. So,
welcome
I gotta
to the
know,
show.
Chad,
yes.
Did you find anything about this movie?
I did find a little bit. Would you like to hear some?
Absolutely.
All right. This was the first final film of director Ken Hughes.
Okay.
And also the feature film debut of Rachel Ward, we talked about. The writer, Ruth Vergon, however you want to say that, was inspired by an article she'd read about the real-life headhunters of Papua New Guinea. The idea of headhunting became the basis for this film. That was actually, they even talked about that in the film.
And I actually really like that aspect.
Yes.
Too.
Who's on a laptop right now?
Me.
What?
Can somebody look up what the killer for 1988's Nightmare Beach looks like? And then while Chad's talking.
Sure. Go ahead. What is it?
1988's Nightmare Beach.
1988. All right. Go ahead, Ted.
Okay, but anyway, the oddly shaped knife used as the murder weapon in the film is known as a kukri. The knife has a distinct recurve in the blade. It is used as both a tool and a weapon in the Indian subcontinent. Traditionally, it was, and in many cases still is, the basic utility knife of the Gurkha. Some English speakers refer to the weapon as a Gurkha blade or Gurkha knife. It was shot over 5 weeks in the spring of 1980.
Yeah, I'll send it to you now, bud.
In the UK, the movie was called Terror Eyes and got a spot on the notorious video nasties list.
So, guys, what does the killer in Nightmare Beach look like?
Like this fucking killer here.
Whoa. He's got a little red in his helmet.
Wait, why am I not seeing it?
Hold on. I'm sending it to TJ right now. So
it's oddly similar is a very big understatement. Okay.
I mean, like fucking Brody mentioned, dude. I instantly thought the Wraith. Obviously, the Wraith came after this, though.
No, well after this.
Nightmare Beach.
I Strip Nude for Your Killer from 1976. Like I said,
I have not
same
seen
exact
that yet,
fucking
but-
design, same design, and they ride a similar dirt bike.
Ah,
Yeah, buddy. Continue.
Alfred Soule was originally approached to direct this film, but passed it on for another project. And Night School was shot on location in Boston, Mass, largely in the Beacon Hill neighborhood in the spring of '80, on a budget of $1.2 million. It was the second feature film to be near exclusively shot in Boston after The Brink's Job. The final sequence, however, was tacked on after principal photography and was filmed in New York City. And that's all I got. There's not much.
Shout out to Dale Silva, the only person I know from Boston. No, he's from Massachusetts, right?
I have no idea.
I don't think he's from Boston, though. I don't think he's from Boston. I think he's like.
I don't know. If you're from Massachusetts, you're from Boston.
Yeah, you sound like it, and you're probably a dirty Bruins fan. Nobody likes you anyway. Oh fuck.
Boston.
So, John,
yo,
you got any questions that I didn't answer already for you?
Well, yeah. So I should have not talked to TJ while I was watching this movie. Not that he couldn't have answered them now, but obviously, you know, but so one of the questions I did ask him was, it wasn't really a question. I was just like, oh, we have a titty painting scene in this movie. All right.
Yeah.
And so which led to the question, what the fuck was he painting her with?
I want to know. So
I don't want TJ to say anything. So I want to see if Bobby and Chad know. Because
here's what I honestly thought. Like that scene would be the scene for me of like, oh, he killed her, and he's painting her in blood. That's what I thought right off the bat. I obviously was wrong, but I want to know because hey, future reference, just in case, try something new.
That's fair.
Okay, here's my question about that scene.
Yeah.
When he's sitting there painting her, and she turns around, and her ass is in his face. Tell me I'm not the only one that thought, "Eat that ass."
Well, obviously, but that's a whole different movie, and that's a whole different rating.
Again, this movie is Pornhub categories broken up.
It is
everywhere, dude. You got
there's
college
no
professor
actual titties shown aside from
no. You get a little bit. You did.
It was a butt. It was a butt.
You got nips. You got nips.
They were like just a butt, like you just keep it.
And then you also, I don't know if you count it, but there was also all the porn on the creepers wall too. So you did see her titties through the bra, which was very
clear. That is all Giallo tropes that they. Into this film.
I was actually going to send TJ just dark nips because that was instantly what I thought when I saw through.
We never figured that out, by the way. We still don't know who she is.
Other than her name is Dark Nips, that's about
Dark Nips.
That was what, Bordello Blood, right?
No.
Oh fuck.
Pieces.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Okay, so to answer your question, what is the red stuff? So many times in the film, it is referenced that those two took a trip to South America and visited a tribe, correct?
Yes.
So the whole movie is based around ceremonies and traditions. And through that, this couple celebrates those traditions together. And that sets the tone for the whole film. Now, if you really think about it, you see pictures of them at this village in South America together doing rituals with this tribe. And during his class, he even mentions him being part of these rituals. So what they're doing is this red clay used in tribalistic rituals, and they're reenacting a pre-love making ritual in the shower. So what he's doing is rubbing ritualistic clay on her in the shower.
Kind of like the one he just talked about in the class, really.
Yes.
Like that's kind of what I got. But yeah, because I was asking TJ, I'm like, what the fuck is that, dude? Because it looks powdery. And obviously I feel like the first intention is what most people thought. He's rubbing blood all over. I'm like, all right, we're going that route. Okay.
But it's definitely clay. It's red clay.
Right.
Yeah.
And
anybody,
I like.
Anybody got a link to that? Just out of curiosity.
It'd probably be at the Sensual Massage Parlor, Joe.
Bobby, what you want is more edible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They have those at Spencer's, but don't go with the fruit by the foot ones. Go with the candy necklace kind.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating the tribal stuff. 90% of the time, it's made out of guano.
I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit.
Ooh, biscuit for the biscuit. I love it.
Right on.
Okay, So, any other questions from the big man?
So let's see. Yeah, how the fuck was her? How the hell was the knife always so clean? She never cleaned it off. He never cleaned it off. Like, it was. I was like, yo, did the killer fucking wipe their knife in goddamn Rain-X? Like, what the fuck? Because every time like they slashed, like that was. And I did like this movie a lot, but that was my only thing. I was like, every time they slashed, well, the girl would get bloodied up, and it didn't matter what scene because it was great because they always did the wall.
Yeah,
and the girl. It was just never on the knife, and I'm like,
well,
why isn't it not like?
It's almost the same question as to why Michael Myers never got blood on him, and some of those kills were really fucking bloody in some of those films.
Hey, you know what? We'll just. I mean, like I said, dude, maybe the killer just super waxed their knife. Maybe they put some Rain-X on that shit. You know what I mean? So just,
turtle
like butter.
80s, it would have been turtle wax.
Rain-X,
turtle,
yeah. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yes.
For
turtle wax.
Windshield, but for your blade, oh, it's even better.
I mean, and I love the weapon, dude. And I love that they stick with the same weapon.
Yes,
but
that weapon has been in another movie because I've seen it. I just don't remember what fucking.
Yeah. Let me see if I get
Crocodile Dundee.
Was
it? Different knife.
No.
That's a knife. Let's see.
Like I know I have. I've seen it.
So there was one thing I also noticed in this movie, and I feel like it was trying to make it so obviously like the characters in it was drowned out. But any time there was running water was immensely loud in this. Did you notice that?
Well, yeah,
I brought that up.
That's one of the themes of the movie.
Yeah, I brought that up with the shower, and I was just like, "Holy shit, dude! This lady's got some pressure." Like,
90% sure they pumped animal noises in the shower.
They definitely did animal noises when the killer killed the 19-year-old girl that was getting predated on by the lesbo.
Oh,
like she was definitely snarling like a pig, dude, when he pulled her back.
Like she
that was interesting.
That's the Jalo thing.
Yeah. All right. So my last question is, gentlemen, how do you like your eggs?
Cooked.
And good night.
That's great.
I know. Fucking loved it, dude. Anyways, gentlemen, you guys get
any hair in their beef soup?
Let's get on with this week's questions. What format did you watch it on? And how was the quality?
You skipped douche of the movie.
Oh, douche of the movie? That's fucking easy, bro.
The professor.
The professor.
I would almost say the dude's getting food.
Actually, yeah.
What? You really hated those guys,
dude. Listen, if you've worked at a restaurant, man, he just opened. His whole place is fucking destroyed. They could see it. I'm listening.
They did help him clean up.
They did. But they were just like, yo, go get the fucking grill going.
You go start the food. We'll clean up this for you.
Ultimately, though, yes, I would have to agree. The professor is the dick because obviously he's laying pipe on all the young ladies and they're just falling for it.
He's trying to tell his honey, "Oh, honey, it's only you." And I love it. She says something to him. 2 seconds later, he's flirting with the fucking waitress.
Yeah, baby.
Like,
and not only that, but like, as much as the dean, was it the dean? Was that who that lady was?
Yeah.
Molding brains, laying pipe, and breaking hearts. That's what he does.
So the lady dean there, dude, like obviously, like she's the rebound catcher too. Like I don't even know why she's mad at him because she could be like, whoop, swoop up all these other.
No,
girls.
she's literally swooping up on all of his sloppy seconds. She's going in there. She's getting that snowball effect.
She could very well have been doing that.
She's like, man, he's such a dick. You should come over to my house tomorrow and we could talk about that shit.
She's like, oh, honey, you don't need a man.
Talk about it, you know.
Yeah, talk about it. Scene wipe in bed. You're okay with this, right? Yeah.
It's okay. Don't be nervous.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. This is cool. Wide-eyed and stiff.
No.
Oh, fucking A, dude.
Okay, so, to get back to the main questions. I mean, Chad, I think that douche of the movie needs to be moved down to the main questions.
I think we could do that.
Yes.
All right.
What format did you watch it, and how was the quality? Let's start with John.
Well, I watched it on Prime, and unfortunately, everywhere I looked, it was standard def.
Okay.
But Prime was the cheapest, so I went Prime. It was pretty, but even for standard def, I will say it was still a really clean movie, and the sound was great. So, I mean, you know, besides you don't get your full TV, whoop-de-doo like that. still a great movie. So
agreed.
Unless you can get it like Chad or TJ.
I may or may not have downloaded a torrent of the Blu-ray, so it was 1080p.
Daddy got a VPN.
Oh yes.
Hey Bobby.
Yeah.
How'd you watch it, handsome?
I actually did the same thing as Johnny. I watched it on Prime, and like you said, quality. It was good for what it was. So it was still nice to watch it. The only quality issue I really had was with the girl, the guy's girlfriend. Her voice just sounded terrible.
What?
The main chick?
No, not like her lips never matched up with what she said.
Really?
I'd love to see the copy Bobby watched.
Yeah, me too.
It should be the same that I watched. How did you watch it on? Like
I watched it on my laptop.
No, that could be why.
Say I watched it on my Xbox.
Yeah.
It could be some looseless audio that didn't sync up properly.
Probably.
Was it when she was talking to the cop and then there's those like long scenes?
Yeah.
I thought I noticed that for a second, like there was a weird like unsync, but at the same time I was texting TJ, so I wasn't like really. I was like, did I catch that? I don't fucking know.
No, but yeah, I watched the same thing. So, but it was good quality though, picture wise.
Yes, I'm the only one that watched it in HD. Chad, were you able to find an HD copy?
Yes, I said I downloaded the
What was it? 720 or 1080?
I think it was. It might have been 720, but I thought it looked really crisp and clear.
Yeah, it's a pretty crisp film. This features no behind the scenes because Warner Brothers sucks ass.
They do.
Love it. Nice shirt there, buddy, by the way.
Thank you.
You should have saved Bobby. You wore that the wrong week.
This is also only a
a
2-channel film. This is not a 5.1 Dolby. Bastards cheaped out. But this is the Blu-ray from Warner Brothers. Bare bones as fuck.
Yeah, she is.
Available on Amazon real cheap. Cheaper than my ex-wife.
I would love to see what Scream Factory did with this because I really like this movie.
Yes, I agree. I'd love to see behind the scenes interviews. Yeah. Oh,
I want a little action figure, dude.
I'd love it. I'd love to do an interview with the writer and why he loves Giallo films so much. And how does he like his eggs cooked?
Right?
Probably runny.
That should be the fucking featurettes. That's what they should be called. Is how do you like your eggs? The story of night school.
How do you like your eggs?
I like it. I like it. Patent it.
Right? That's good, dude.
Get it done. I'll do a mini docu on Project Louder. That's what me.
Yes.
Hey, did you catch the new Tremors mini doc called "This Is Perfection"?
No.
No.
It's on YouTube. Kevin Bacon, fucking John Heater.
Wait. When does that drop?
The 20th, tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Shrinker's Island comes out tomorrow, and the doc came out yesterday. It's fantastic.
Wow.
It's about 30 minutes. We see original cast, original writer, original director. It's really fucking done well. It's more of a retrospective than a documentary. YouTube, just search it.
Word. I know what I'm watching.
Tremors, This Is Perfection. It's about 30 minutes. It's a very good watch. Very good. Tremendous. Absolutely recommend it.
It's the first thing when you type it in.
Yep.
Bobby just shows a glowing phone.
Yeah, we couldn't even see what it was, Bobby.
So, boys.
Yeah, it's Bert.
Favorite kills, boys.
Oh, man.
Let's start with the little man, the handsome man, Chadwick Chrisman.
I got to go with the waitress.
That was fucking dope.
Because the killer gave that whole big jump into the swipe.
Yes. Now, people are going to say the fucking carousel kill. But let's talk about what the head looks like when that fucking thing drops in the aquarium.
I love that.
Can I just say that whole aquarium scene into that kill?
Okay, how about on top of that, literally every lead up to every kill, the whole stalking, the whole suspense.
Dude, the set of her the set and the shot of her coming out of the aquarium, the colors
was
whoa.
And not only that, at the end of that kill, you add a nice little cherry on top of fucking a turtle eating it. Like, that's fucking awesome. As soon as the turtle went in for a nibble, and I was just like, that's it. Favorite one.
Game over.
Yep. Like,
Yeah, there was no really bad kills. There was always like I said, there was a nice lead up to every kill where it showed the killer stalking each girl.
Yes, they weren't fast.
The sheer brutality of slashing the girl in the aquarium.
Oh. That's a Giallo thing as well. There's some pretty intense stalking shit.
See, I like the aquarium too because just where they did it, it was all white, so obviously the blood splatter against the wall was just. But the waitress, dude, like that scene was. I said it earlier. I was pissed that she didn't use more chairs or like anything on the bar as more weapons, but I get it. Like she is getting slashed, and she's like, "What the fuck do I do?" You know what I mean?
I love
the matcher.
I love that as he's chasing after her, as the killer's chasing after her, she's like dropping f-bombs. Oh, goddamn motherfucker!
Yes, yes. She's calling him an idiot. Like it's like
instead of like screaming. Instead of like screaming in helplessness, she's like basically acting how a normal person would act.
Right. Like, okay, so the girl in the aquarium, I hated the way like she was just like, stop it, leave me alone. Like, and then she like threw the net back on her and it's like, nah. I don't know. Like, but oh man, those two I feel like are the top notch for me at least.
Yeah, but for me, the waitress just slightly gets the edge.
No, that's fair.
I actually like the kill of the dean because I liked when the girl found her head.
Ooh, the toilet.
Oh, that was good.
That was
good.
Was
a good build up because all you saw was the knife go through the door, and she didn't scream, which kind of bothered me. But I'm like, I understand why she didn't. All you heard was just like.
I like that you see, and I like that it wasn't completely closed. Like I like you see that she pops back in out of the door, and then the door closes again, so you get to see her fucked up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the knife go through the door, and then later she finds her head in the toilet. I'm like. I like that shit.
Dude, that killer is fast too, man. If you talk about fucking beheading.
Is there 5 kills?
It was like 5 or 6.
Well, that's a double right there. We got the waitress, we got the aquarium, we got the beginning. And yeah.
I thought there was 6. Technically 6 because they had
Yeah.
Yep.
But we didn't see that because it happened before the movie.
The torso in the bushes, the head in the duck pond.
But yeah, the waitress killed too because it led into the whole like I mentioned earlier, the where's the head scene that some people may think last a little too long. I say it's just right.
Yeah,
like by the time you're like, where the fuck? There you go. It all works out.
What, you don't like a little head compadre?
Ooh, I love a lot of head.
I mean, listen, I don't mind a good head tease, but I don't want all
any Gorehounds that can tell me what I just referenced will win something.
Ooh.
Does that count for us too?
No, Bob, because
you're a fucking host, you ass.
But
that's like if you're
shit.
No, we are part of the louder. We don't get that.
Yeah, you don't get that. Brody should get it. Brody should know what that's from.
We get privileges to talk to our sponsors.
Yeah.
And say, hey, what's up?
What's up, big dicks? Best scene, guys. I'm gonna have to say her going down the staircase, and then that whole sequence of her, like that whole stalking leading up to the kill of the lady gets her head in the toilet. I like that.
Good.
I want to say that I'm not a big fan of the last scene. I don't like action sequences. So
the end scene seemed kind of weird, honestly. With it, I don't know. Like I liked it, but it didn't have
that was the part that came in post production. So I think that that was tacked on.
The bike chase.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense. They're like, yo, we have this dirt bike this whole time. You know what we should do?
Okay, my favorite shot is the spiral staircase. My favorite scene is the entire aquarium set, and then the death in the aquarium with the knife running along the steel, and then like Chad said, her panic as throughout her death. I think that entire scene is just shot well. In the setting alone is just, mwah.
I think I agree with you there. That was my favorite scene too.
Mm-hmm. Mine is definitely in the diner where it's the longest time till we see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Bobby on that one, dude. The stew scene was definitely my fave.
That the asshole's coming in, him pouring the beef stew, the hair. It should have popped out. It should have came off the box. Where was it? In the fucking sink the whole time,
dude. And they did it so well because like
that was a true head cheese.
Yes, it was. Really. And that's it kind of had a little bit of comedy in that scene. And like, I don't know, man, dude, I love that shit. So
Chad.
Yes.
Opening scene.
Oh yeah.
It was those beautiful shots that were so much better than Jason Takes Manhattan.
Yeah, but we in Boston.
Yeah,
Boston. From Boston.
Get your khakis and your cockies. And then
What? Okay, I got a question. Was the store owner from Boston or was he Italian?
I feel he was Italian.
Anything.
What was he, Bobby?
He sounded more Italian than anything.
Yeah,
I thought so. Nobody had a very thick Boston accent in this movie.
No,
they didn't.
I was a little upset with that.
Yeah, this wasn't like Family Guy. Definitely.
Right?
Harder, harder, harder.
So
he sounded just like Peter Griffin. That was great.
Harder, harder. Oh yeah, baby. That's my bad. I was sending a tweet.
Hottest girl, hottest guy, best tits, best dick, hottest girl. I want to say the British girl. I will agree with Chadwick. Infirman.
Cop.
You have to say the detective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite
had a very nice
his
jawline.
terrible choice in sweaters, he was a handsome man.
Oh, they're asking what I said.
I
What?
agree with
Don't you like a little head, compadre?
I know it.
Bobby, let me answer. No, Bobby, no.
Please, please. I'm like that kid in class that knows it all. Please, please, please.
No, Bobby.
So, guys. Where
Yes.
are we? Where are we? Oh, yes. Everybody answer their hottest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Italian chick and detective.
Score absolutely set the fucking mood.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
have to say that the synthwave stuff was.
Oh yeah, for this film, it fits it so well.
Fuck you, Steve.
He was the first.
Boy,
We'll figure out your prize later.
You know what Steve gets? Sweet mustache ride. Yeah.
Wait, can Steve? Wait, nope. Steve can't answer that. Now the
Steve's a
contest.
Project Louder.
He's Project Louder.
Oh,
No!
Boy,
Died.
we got to open our OnlyFans. First person to get it right gets in for free.
Okay, 63-minute mark. It took before Bobby mentioned a premium service. So
we already had 63 minutes. Not bad though. Damn.
Normally someone else.
That's true.
Usually we hit that shit early. I mean, the fact that we talked about you pantsless and we didn't bring that up, I'm actually kind of surprised.
Yeah, seriously. Like
We're slipping.
I will do a mystery quote for the next episode. It'll be extremely obscure. So, best song doesn't apply here because we didn't really have any standouts. But favorite character, personally, I think that the killer, the headhunter, the girl that plays the headhunter, is extremely complex, and that character itself is just super cool, and all her reasons are kind of justified in parts of the world.
I like how their justification for anything is just like, yo, man, this shit's been going on way longer than our civilization has been around anyways. It's like, well, fair, but can't argue that, I guess. Unfortunately, still cutting off motherfuckers' heads.
I don't know. I kind of want to go with the police detective on that.
Yeah, I agree with Chad, the detective.
I mean, because he knew who the killer was.
He just couldn't.
But he couldn't do anything.
Well, she was too good. She never left evidence or anything like that. You know?
Exactly. And they thought they got the guy at the end. And he's like, did we?
I agree, because he was slightly kind of a dick. He obviously had some really good sarcasm there. And
okay, fuck spoilers. Can we talk about the fucking end scene?
Let's do it, yeah.
I think we already kind of went up. I mean, I fucked that up anyways when I was talking earlier. And I said she. So.
Yeah, I noticed that too, but I don't
want to say I was like, fuck it, whatever.
So anyway,
the assistant / girlfriend is the killer. She is the headhunter. As in most giallo films that feature a motorcycle killer, it is a female. It is a jealous female, or that needs revenge or some shit like that. But at the end, the headhunter comes back in the killer's car. Well, not in the killer, but the lieutenant's car. He goes to choke him, but it's not the headhunter. It's the partner. He's fucking
wacky sidekick.
Yeah, and we end the film in a terrific note. Mwah.
Can we talk about how that dude totally went into fucking lockup and stole a dead dude's clothes to fucking prank his buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
I was like, wow, that is far for a prank, dude. Like, holy shit.
I was told by my first boss, when you think you're taking a prank too far, you push it farther.
Okay. Go 10 more feet. Huh? Gotcha.
I've done that. And if you are familiar with my Sex Machine cosplay jokes, it's for any of the Gorehounds listening, just search that up on Instagram and you'll totally get the joke.
Can I get a quick scare
that's
in real
funny
quick?
shit.
I'm pushing the limits on scaring somebody. So I worked in a care center for 4 years. So on my last year, one buddy who worked with me, we knew this one nurse was just terrified of no matter what we did. Like, we come around the corner, say hi. She's like, oh. So here's what happens. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Apparently, I didn't know this, but he scared him 3 times already, and he was getting to the fed up point. So the doors were closed, and he was coming out of the office, had his papers all over. I literally burst through the door and said, "Morning!" All you saw were papers flying everywhere, like fucking everywhere. And I smiled, and he just looked at me with eyes of killing me, and I'm just like, "What?" He's like, "The 5th time you guys got me, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning." I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
That dude needs to like just chill back on the coffee a little bit.
I was like, "Of course, I'm the one who gets in trouble, and he did it 3 times beforehand."
Bobby, you got to be that guy, huh?
Attaboy, Bobby.
Love it.
Worth it. Okay.
So Brody's asking if he wins now.
No.
Oh,
Steve ruined it. He ruined it.
Damn it.
No, you gotta say it like Steve. Ruined.
Was it scary? No.
No.
Great suspense, though. Super good suspense.
Yeah.
For once, we have a film that actually had in suspense.
Literally, everything was in suspense. You can't even argue that.
How does it hold up today? I think for genre film, I think it's pretty damn good. I think
it holds up extremely well.
Yeah. They don't make them like they used to, people.
There's movies that we've watched newer that look shittier than this. I will say that. So the only thing I would like to see is full HD. Right? Oh wow, dude!
You want to talk about shots?
Brody got gypped out of that one.
I love it.
Brody, if you want a prize, DM me.
There's just gonna be like bad blood always.
By the way, I want to agree with Scuba Steve. He posted something the other day about as much money as he spent on slots on giveaways, he could have just bought the damn thing.
Right?
Yeah, but
that's me. That's me.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just fun to do that little bit of gambling thing, dude.
What I raffled off, I don't think has a set price right now. I think it varies so much.
Wait, is that it? Did Lance win that?
No, Lance did not win that.
Who won that? I didn't watch.
Skip Parton won it, one of Brandon Lane's friends.
Oh.
Congratulations, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know what the current price on it was. I just kind of guessed and then lowballed and then made that my raffle. Because I've seen that thing go upwards of $300, $400.
Oh, yeah. Those old Sideshow Jasons are worth a lot.
Really?
If you get a Pamela Part 2 and or Part 3, you probably double what you got. It's got.
I can say that the box sets that I will be getting are going to be beautiful. Mwah, mwah.
Nice.
Also, Vinegar Syndrome is having a sale.
Really?
Yeah. I'll send you the link to the place that's having it. It's 50% off most of their titles.
No shit.
I'll send links to you boys. I know I do want to get that Fire in the Sky. I didn't get to order it yet.
Oh yeah.
I need to get that. So acting, good or bad?
That was pretty good.
I think it fits the film. It's not too over the top, and it wasn't cut short by any means either.
And this was what's her name's first movie, right? You said earlier. So not too bad, I would say.
Cinematography, I mean, can't really say much. I mean, the same guy did The Fly, The Blob, and Scream, and that's some pretty serious heavy hitter films for horror there, and it definitely shows here. And like Chad said, it's professionally shot and it shows. And I mean,
beautifully shot film.
I mean, that takes it that extra step.
That extra step was crossed. Actually, did very well, I will say.
Premise.
Loved it.
Yeah,
Yes. Fucking A, man.
Yeah, especially when you get down to the whole motive for the killer and everything. Yeah, then the premise becomes that much better.
Let's compare this to Blood Harvest for premise.
Right. But you take that, but then you just add the weird like tribal shit to it.
Yeah.
Everything.
I like the fact that at the end of the
It's not weird, they're scholars. They live above another level of understanding. You have to understand that.
Thanks. You just reminded me we're getting close to Thanksgiving. You know what that means?
Thanksgiving.
That's not
time to watch. Yep, time to watch Blood Rage again.
Oh man.
Oh, speaking of Thanksgiving, go listen to our interview with Thanksgiving director Jordan Downey. Exclusive over at projectlouder.net's Rabbit Hole Podcast.
Aha.
Yeah, buddy. Actually, he's a fan of Project Louder. Yeah, on that episode, he reveals he's a longtime listener. So,
thanks for that, sir.
Nice.
Awesome. So, Recycle, Rewind, a remake. I don't want to see it remade because I think it's perfect the way it is. So, I think what we're going to do is I want a remaster. I don't want any of these things. I want a remaster. I want, like Chad said, Shout Factory get a hold of this beautiful bitch.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Oh, and new art in a Slippy cover, please.
Yes, please.
Even though I like that.
Action figure. Give me the little action figure.
A is for Apple, B is for bed.
Chain action figure then.
See, I love that tagline.
Yeah.
So, if I'm not mistaken, do they have access to the Warner Brothers catalog?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I thought they did, but I'm going to have to look now.
I think it only depends on certain films.
That's a rabbit hole in and of itself looking for rights. So that's a to be continued discussion. So rating, boys, I will finish it off with my rating.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start it off with the low ball score. Bobby?
Well, you're not wrong. 2.8.
Wow, really?
Chad?
You know, I'm going to give it 3 1/4, 3.75.
Big Johnny D.
I'm going to give it a 3.6, sir.
I'm going to give it a 4.5.
All right.
Ooh.
That is a Gore and More score of 3.6.
There you go, Johnny.
Yeah. He nailed it on the head.
Full circle, guys. Full circle.
Full circle.
No, dude. It was, you know what? Let me just say, TJ, thank you for exposing me to this film.
Yeah, I will say thank you because I did enjoy it. It just didn't envelop me whole. That's all.
Thank you, Heather, for the compliment and catching that little Easter egg. That the color there is the same color that I have on my shirt.
Yeah,
Petition for you guys to review Fire in the Sky. Take that up with Chad, and we can push it ahead. Thanks, Killing. That episode is dope. Thank you, Heather, for listening. Appreciate that.
Please.
You're welcome, guys. I know some of my picks are stinkers and kind of out there because I am such a whore for the slasher subgenre.
Yeah,
I literally like all sorts of films.
I've seen you bend over and just take.
I promise you, and I wholeheartedly promise you that the worst is yet to come. So,
sweet.
Oh God, that's gotta be Blood Hook then.
All I'm gonna say is, you've given me pieces, and you know what? No matter what you throw at me after that, I don't care.
I also gave you Don't Open Till Christmas.
That's true. That was a good one.
And you also gave us.
It's coming up on that time too.
Oh yeah,
but it's scheduled.
And
dude, my daughter asked me, she's like, "Daddy, how far is Christmas?" I'm like, "I don't even want to think about that shit, honey. Like Halloween's not even here yet."
I can tell you right now that in the Home Depots, oh yeah, Christmas trees are up.
Okay, so continuing a conversation that Brody and I had at 7 o'clock this morning.
Ooh,
I believe
X-Files?
Favorite X-Files episode, starting with Chad.
Oh man, I love this.
I hate to be that guy, but I got to go with Home.
Okay, fair enough.
Which one was that one? Remind me.
Inbreds.
Oh, the one where they had the fucking quadriplegic mother under the bed.
Oh,
that shit was fucked up, dude.
That creeped the hell out of me the first time.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I agree. I actually agree with Chad on that. That was some freaky fucking shit.
Oh, dude. Favorite X-File. This is gonna be hard.
Season 4, episode 5. The episode's called "The Field Where I Died." It is a episode about a cult, and pretty much the whole episode is Mulder and Scully trying to prove that this guy who has multiple personalities is the leader of a cult. And by the time that they figure it out and he gets there, everybody already drank the punch. And he walks into a fucking bloodbath. And it's just his fucking bodies everywhere filling this room. And you just see him break down on his knees and he's just fucking sobbing. And the whole episode ends when there's just horrible tone of him just feeling utter defeat. And it's just such a fucking powerful episode because he tries so hard and you feel so much for them. And you're just like, ah.
Oh, dude, there's so many good. Like, honestly, okay, so funny enough, Scuba Steve just put it like the Fiji Mermaid episode I really enjoyed because that was just a creepy like sideshow carnival.
Have you honorable mention for me is the Cher episode wherever they have the mutant dude break into people's houses, drug them, and then dance with them to Cher.
I remember
that. So my tie for honestly top two are going to be the Fluke one where it had the mutated Fluke, or the other one where there's those spores, dude, that like fucking ejected from people's necks and killed them. That shit. Dude.
Brody, can you remember what episode I told you was the
good ones,
body horror episode?
Hard fucking body horror ones.
Yeah. I went through me and Brody broke it down of like best subgenre X-Files the other day.
Oh, I mean, yeah, because there's always your main story X-Files episodes, and then there's like your off-kilter like one-offs, like the Nessie episode where there was like a crocodile, but it really was like a monster there too.
There is one body horror.
Yeah, if they would have stayed there for another 30 seconds, they would have seen the
real right. Then they were like, oh shit, there he is.
That body horror episode, fuck, what the hell is the name of it? That was one that I really liked. So that one for me, I just don't know the name of it. God damn it.
Yeah, I'm terrible with the names of the episodes, but
it's been so long.
But the sport one I liked. What was the other one? Was that the same, or was that the same one where they had it started? Was it the sport one where it started under the armpits, and that's how they knew?
That sounds familiar.
Because that was like a whole like the thing situation. Because like they were all in like a fucking iced like cabin somewhere, and then like they all started wondering like who was infected and shit.
Well, Brody just said isn't it the one where they escape from prison and have huge boils and shit?
Yep, that's the one I was thinking of, the body horror episode.
Oh no,
there you go, then that's the one.
Yeah, the one I'm thinking of. These guys. It started with a dog, and it had purple. They had purple bumps on their elbows and shit, and then that's how they knew like they were starting to get infected. Fuck, dude, Brody's gonna make me start watching X-Files again.
I believe it's on Hulu with ads right now.
I also
yes.
I liked the comedic episodes too, like Jose Chung's From Outer Space, and what was the one with the vampires where it was like Salem's Lot?
Wait, the one with where oh my god, fucking
Chad refresh. You dropped out.
Chad
left the video.
I would say there was that one episode I remember Ryan Reynolds and he's a baby in it.
Hey Steve, can you send me a link to a downloadable version of your trailer for episode 2 of Somewhat Supernatural so I can play it before the end of the stream, please?
Thank you, Brody. Dude, that shit was awesome.
We're good to go?
Yes.
You are good to go, sir. Oh man.
Yeah, I love the X-Files. It's one of the shows I'm nostalgic for. You can buy the full Blu-ray set for about $100 right now, $150 maybe. It's actually cheaper than the DVD set currently. So go buy it.
Really?
Yes.
No shit. Is that all, what, 10 seasons?
12, I think.
Yeah, 12.
Is there 12 or is there 10 or 12?
So the original series ran from 93 to 2002, and then I think there was 2 seasons recently, so I think it's 12.
Well, they just brought back like a season like a few fucking years ago, like in 2017, 2018. They did like some random
from January 24th, 2016 through March 21st, 2018. So it ran for 2 years, but I don't think it's running anymore.
So about 12.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sure those last couple were probably, but you never know. I didn't watch those, so no shit. Oh man, Brody just took me down nostalgia lane there. I used to even have, I don't know if you guys remember them, but like the X-File collectible cards, dude, of like each episode and shit like that.
Oh, you know how many times I've seen those at like Monster Mania? Like,
I'm sure, dude. People just trying to get rid of that shit. They're
so
like,
there's a total of 218 episodes.
Hot damn. breaking down the X-File episodes. Yo, dude, sign me up.
That could be a fun show.
We can work on that. That can be for Gory Bits Patreon stuff.
Ooh, I like it.
That is X for me.
Oh man, that'd be great.
A whole X-Files retrospective. That's like forever.
Fuck yeah. Oh, gentlemen. So
yes.
Do we have anything else to discuss? Is anything else new in the horror world that we haven't touched on? Or I know they threw out the new potential Texas Chainsaw poster today.
I did. I'm so impartial to that.
Horrible.
Yeah, I don't know how
that
I
is
feel
a horrible poster
because it's just burlap with multicolor like rainbow all over it. I'm like,
yeah.
All I want is just Leatherface in all his glory. For the love of God, please.
Well,
don't fuck it up.
Is Fidel Alvarez directing it or is he just producing it? Because if he's directing it, I have high hopes. If he's producing it, it could go either way because I don't know who's directing.
You know what? You can't get better than The Next Generation with me for entertainment factors. They can remake it all they want, but they'll never beat Matthew McConaughey screaming ridiculously.
Well, wasn't it about a month ago that they literally had to stop shooting because the director and them just did not see eye to eye?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was a new one fucking coming out until
now,
I just
now that I think about it, this was the film because I read it on Bloody Disgusting that said Texas Chainsaw Massacre filming in hold because director was let off the project.
Oh no shit. Oh, that's always good.
I'm pretty sure.
Right?
So I'm going to end this episode with a trailer from our good friend Scuba Steve. Ooh. So without further ado, this is your host with the motherfucking most, TJ Bowser, the lady arouser, signing off.
This is your dark lord of knowledge, Chad Crispin, saying tune in next week for Halloween 2. Yeah.
This is Big Johnny D saying, see you later, Gorehounds.
This is your killing machine, Bobby Moon, saying, I'll kill you later.
Oh.